Hey y'all, it's Nicole and Clint. So the show that we're reviewing today is called the After School Dice Club. It is an anime that we found on Hulu.
Yes.
And it has three main female characters, Midori, Miki, and Aya. And pretty much it's a Japanese schoolgirl thing. They're all in school. Two of the girls end up following their school president for their class. Midori. One day and find out she has an after school job, which is not like permitted at the time for a lot of students.
It is actually permitted. Because they're in high school, they're not supposed to be out in certain parts of town past a curfew, and they see their classmate is wandering around, and she's the buttoned up, really, for the rules, their class president. So, like, what's up with this? And so they follow her, and that's where they find out where she's working.
Which is at a game store. She kind of, you see all their backstories. And her story is more of, she wants to be a game designer, and later on through the series, you see that she creates her own board game, and people demo it, and she puts it in competitions and stuff. But every single episode, they play a different game, and they show you how to play the game.
And to the point that it would take some, like, it would put some other game channels of when they do the explanations, like, to shame.
Very much so.
Only because they're fully animated a game being played, that if you bought one of the games, watch the episode which they play the game, you don't have to read the rules. They explain it all.
Very, very well.
So before you get too deep in the weeds, for anyone that actually likes anime, After School Dice Club, it's a slice of life for genre. Demographic is shonen. There are 12 episodes. It's written by Hiro Nakamichi, and it is done by Linden Studios, and it was licensed by Funimation.
It's very well animated, at least in my opinion.
Yes.
And one of the part that excited us the most about it, which if they came out with more, we would be absolutely amazed. But every episode, when they're in the game store, you could be like, oh, that's a Fireflight game. That's Pandemic. That's Mystic Vale.
Yeah, you can actually see them in the background. So there are going to be a lot of still shots in this of the game stores. There's two of them that they're mostly in, and they are real, actual board games. It's not like they're going to Whack-Donald's or whatever, where you can really tell, like, that's a Burger King and that's a McDonald's and that's a KFC, but legally they can't call them that. They're licensing the actual covers of these, and at a distance you can tell what they are. They're using
very easily.
And there goes, thank you.
It's our editor climbing on our chairs.
Climbing on the loudest chair.
Of course.
Okay, now she'll settle with me.
This is Bobo.
Yep.
She is our 1 3/4 cat. She is kind of missing a leg, but we love her all the same.
Except when she's being annoying.
Like now.
Go. So,
one of the greatest surprises, because I absolutely love board games. This is just one of our many shelves, top to bottom, of nothing but board games and video games and movies, and
there's overflow in the hallway.
Goes all the way out to the hallway. Just tons of bookshelves. Love them. We kind of ran out of space, but we still keep buying them. Regardless, so for Christmas one year, Clinton bought me Take 5, which we found in the After School Dice Club show, where they show you how to play it and everything, and I thought it was quite fun. It's a German-made game. Go watch the episode, you'll learn how to play, or who knows, maybe we'll put on a demo for you guys.
There's really no way to spoil this anime. There's really no overarching plot other than Midori's. Midori wanting to be a game designer is really the only plot that takes place. Miki's a shy one and kind of just gets over it, and Aya's just the zany fun one, and she really doesn't have, at this point in the anime, she doesn't really have an overarching plot. She does. She has a dad issue kind of thing, but
her dad's almost never around because he does photography, so he's always on the move.
But the one that lasts the longest is Midori. Midori's thing lasts the longest, and they do give a lot of love to European-based board games. They mention a few of them, and that's really it. But this is great. You can basically watch any of these episodes in any order, and sometimes there's one. It's one thing I would kind of hoped. I hoped the season finale was they were gonna play something like they were gonna play like Scythe or like Arkham Horror as like a 3-part finale episode, because the funny thing is you'd think like, oh, they're gonna play this game and they're gonna animate them in the world. They don't. They do that at the very end. Mostly they're playing card games and really simple games that are very well done. A lot of them are very interesting. But
that's how I got Take 5.
It's the reason I want there to be more.
I do too.
But yeah, they do a really good job showing off board games, talking about board games. It's all there is to it. If you aren't a huge fan of anime because of like fan service, quote unquote, there's like none of it in this.
Almost none.
It is just 3 girls, sometimes a couple guys. They're just all in high school, and they just play board games after school. That's it. That's like their entire world is board games, and the one episode when they need to study for a final.
And I believe it's subbed and dubbed, right?
I think so. I think it's subbed and dubbed on Hulu, which is where we ended up watching it.
Yeah, so some people might like sub, some people might not, vice versa for dub, whatever. But we highly recommend it. And if you like this video, or you like After School Dice Club, share the video. Let's get the word out so they can make more. We love it so much.
Yeah, it's really super well made. So maybe if they see that there's a whole bunch of stuff on there and people talking about After School Dice Club, maybe they'll make more.
You know, not like the people from Firefly. Make more Firefly.
Well, that got canceled. That's a whole...
Yeah, I know,
that's
but
a whole
still,
thing.
You could still do something with it, though.
They did. They made a movie. That's your ending.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's not good enough. Not for me.
That's a different that's a whole different topic.
But this is possible.
Yeah. So if you like this, or you think of any other animes that are underrated, or TV shows that are represented that you think are really cool and you want us to check out, that are like fantasy, sci-fi related. This was like the perfect storm of it's specifically about board games, and I've wanted to talk about this for months. But it could be something like, you know, oh god, Legend of Lodoss War, which just screams freaking D&D campaign, or anything super fantasy based or sci-fi based that you think is really neat, and you're like, oh yeah, this one's cool, have you heard of it? And you know, we might talk about that. But like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Check out our Facebook and Twitter accounts. You can follow me on Twitter. I post dumb crap. It really depends on the day. Yeah, I think that's it for this one. Go watch this. It's a really good anime.
Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. I'm waiting for more, and I really am still hoping that they will do a multi-part series of a more complicated board game. Because, yeah, I know why they're not doing it, and it's because it's a single episode, and the episode is the board game, and they can't really play they can't play Twilight Imperium in 20 minutes.
Or Mystic Vale. Well, they could probably do Mystic
They could
Vale.
Actually do Mystic Vale in one sitting. It'd be pretty fun, but they're trying to simplify it, but we're rambling now.
So like no pandemic.
It depends.
But I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah.
Let's hope for that second series
or
and
we'll just
find out.
Or we'll just read the manga.
So, read the manga.
Yeah, till next time.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Clint.
Bye.